is Charles Molame, and welcome to the podcast this morning. And today we're going to be talking about market segmentation. Now, what is market segmentation? Market segmentation basically is defined as the process of dividing your market into smaller groups so you'll be able to attend to them. That's just the simple definition of market segmentation. Segmentation means you're dividing your market into smaller groups. You understand? These smaller groups, you take care of them based on how they are divided. Now, we'll be talking about the types of market segmentation. We have the demographic, we have the geographic, and we have the behavioral market segmentation. So I'll start with the first one. Now, the demographic market segmentation, basically, like I said, segmentation is division into smaller groups. Now, under the demographic market segmentation, we have what we call age. The persons you're going to sell to, how old are they? Are they people that of okay? Sometimes if you're doing this survey, you see people they'll say age 1 to 15, age 15 to 30, age 30 to 45, age 45 to 60, age 60 to 75, that kind of thing. So you're looking at the age of those people, the age distribution of those people. Let us know at what age range they go. So you now know the kind of people you're going to be providing your products for. Let's give an example that you want to sell something like beverage now. Beverages can cut across so many segments because there are so many persons that are of that same range. It's only when you are selecting maybe certain very expensive products now. So already your market segmentation, your product idea you have already, if you use the market segmentation to really know in your planning stage, you will not end up producing a product that people will not patronize you. You understand? So imagine making a car, for instance. Now if you're looking at person that you want to sell for, maybe that are of higher, that have maybe let's say baby boomers now, people that are already giving birth and all the rest. Now they will not want something like a space bus. You cannot go and be selling a space bus to someone that doesn't have a family that they are raising now for school run now. Someone that has children now, you can easily sell a space bus for that person. Already that person falls under a certain demographic. You understand? Based on age. They are in that stage where they need to even carry their children and like maybe help their children to their neighbors also carry their children. So such kind of person now they will need a very big minivan. You understand? So selling like a small Corolla or something like that to a person that's already an elderly person, they will likely buy because why? They are done with the stage of training their children or going for school, or now they want a more relaxed, vehicle or van, or sorry, a more relaxed car that they will use instead of carrying a minivan. You understand? So understanding the demographic you are dealing with also helps you that they're also looking at gender, male or female. You see it now. You're able to understand what kind of market are you trying to satisfy. Are you satisfying the male population? Is it going to be a male product, or is it going to be a female product, or is it going to be not unisex? So these are things you look into. Then also the occupation. Are these persons, are they government officials? Are they private sector individuals? Are they unemployed? These are factors you look into under your market segmentations. It helps you in making informed decisions before you venture into producing any product. Then also looking at the education background. Are these persons in secondary school? Are they in college? Are they persons that does this product want to create now, does it require any level of education? So these are things you're looking at. Look at most of the apps that we use now. Things like we look like WhatsApp, YouTube, and all the rest. There were many things that were considered. So if you are able to look for a market, yeah, that is able to address a lot of needs, it helps you to be able to, you know, to meet up with certain things that you want to do. So the next one is the geographic segmentation. What is geographic segmentation basically is talking about the location of these persons. Yes, geographic location. Are they in Africa? Are they in Asia? Are they in Antarctica? Are they in North America? Are they in South America? Are they in Europe? Are they in Australia? The seven continents. So let us look at the country which people are. Now, also looking at the cities. Are they in Vancouver? Are they in New York? So you look at the places where the people you are trying to satisfy or to supply. So this one you're also taking into cognizance your distribution channel. You understand? They're also looking also at the climate. Is it a tropical place? Is it tropical? Is it a tropical region? You understand? Is it a place where there's a lot of vegetation? You're looking at all these factors because the climate, is it a place that always has rainstorms? So if you're going to put something like that, you look at raincoats and stuff like that. So you have to put all this into consideration when you're looking at your market segmentation because it helps you. So you can decide to okay, fine. I want to have a market for persons that are in tropical regions. I want to have a market for persons that are in places where there are rainforests. I want to have, you understand, plants. So when you're having these kind of things, you know, okay, those places that are into certain things. That's why you see people create tools for people to use. You understand, as it pertains their climate. That's why I say a place where there's always constant rainfall, they tend to provide them a lot of umbrellas for them there. More umbrellas to sell in those kind of places a lot as compared to places that are always sunny. Places that are sunny, you end up selling something like sunscreen there. But by segmenting your market, you're able to understand, okay, fine, this is what people need, right? And this is what I believe that will be useful to people. Even this podcast that I'm doing now, I'm segmenting my market. Why? I'm segmenting my market because I'm giving a feel of, I'm bringing, inviting guests from different life to share their views on certain topics that interest you, my audience. Share you see it now. So I could have had a segment for different, different conversations, yeah, but I chose my target market by focusing on persons that will have something meaningful to share. And likewise, myself, if you look, observe, I also intermittently, I also share my own ideas too. I have individual podcasts that I do, and I have ones that I invite the audience, because the truth is that you're not going to always ever find that, you're not always going to find audiences all the time that often. You have to go around, you have to select what you say or people you interview. You understand? That's why, so sometimes when I see information I feel that to be relevant to my audience, I drop it in the podcast. So that's also part of segmenting market, understanding what you are selling and the person it best suits. Now, following finally, we're looking at the behavioral segmentation, already behavior. Looking at how the person, example is that buying habits. Are they people that buy every week? Are they people that buy every month? Or are they people that don't like buying at all? Let's give an example of cigarette now, smoking now. Not everybody smokes. There's some person that smoke because of the climate that they find themselves in, cold areas. That's why they smoke. Do you understand? Some persons, based on health issues, they smoke. I've heard someone that told me before that they told them to smoke because it helps. I don't know how you say it helps. It help. Wow, man, that's you. You understand? So some persons have this different buying habit. Now, somebody that will sell a cigarette has to go to a market where there are people are going to buy. You understand? Someone that's going to a cold region now will definitely find those that he will sell a cigarette to, compared to those that come to where they're tropical or they're sunny rays, sunny places. Do you understand? So what am I trying to say in essence is that you must be able to understand the market that you are dealing with by way of their buying habit. People buy things once in a month. You start producing every day. What do you expect? Like in Nigeria now, there's what they call akara now. Akara business now in Nigeria is a business where people patronize how would I put it now? People patronize the business every day. So there's a business that starts from 8 o'clock to about 10. Sure, you see it now. So there are businesses that start about that time. Sure, you guess. So what am I trying to say is that to market segmentation and buying habits, you're looking at, okay, fine. This person buys akara. There's a time frame for this kind of businesses now. Akara starts from this time to this time. You get it now. Now, from 8 o'clock to about 10 is when they do akara in Nigeria. Automatically, you know that by this time, people are already buying akara. Once you get to that already, it gets to a certain point where the akara person stops doing akara because she already knows that people are not going to be buying again. They're already at work. Early morning people that could not cook, they're already away to work. So you quickly do that. So already, you're already looking at based on behavior, buying habits. You know that the kind of, so you're looking at the business you're in, one, you're not looking at the kind of business that you are doing that will benefit people at a given point in time. You're doing akara for those persons that are not early risers. So they cannot cook before they go to work. They buy from me and they take off. Do you understand? So that's the thing. There's one of my ebooks known as Busy Places. You could download it. It's in my seller store. You could download Busy Places and get a more holistic view of what I'm trying to say. Now, also we're looking at the brand loyalty. There's some people that are loyal to some brands. That's it. Some people are saying, they are loyal to Coca-Cola, they are loyal to Guinness, they are loyal to Blue Band, loyal to um just like Masters of Games, you understand? So the idea behind it is that Colgate, people are loyal to brands because of maybe over time, or Nivea, they are loyal to brands because over time they have tested and trusted them and see that, okay, they have delivered and performance over time. Sure, you understand? And last, we're looking at product usage. Like I said, there's some products that you use once in a month, you know, some products that you use once in a year. Let's give an example now. Okay, let's see. What can we say now that product that we use once in a month? Let's say, for instance, now there are people that employ the services of, let's say, a dry cleaning service. Now let's give you a cleaning service now. So you call them industrial cleaners to come and clean your house once a month. Now that's a service that is being rendered to you, but because of the nature of what you do, so already you know that okay, once a month I will have this business that I'm doing. You understand? Then what happens once you have these businesses that you do? Then what happens? It becomes something that is successful for you to do. Tagging it by 1 month, and as I'm tagging it by 1 month, then I'll get the outcome of this particular business that I'm looking out for, because I do it and I do other things that I get to get things going. So for me, I feel that I've done justice a little to this topic in market segmentation. So basically, in summary, lastly, market segmentation basically is your market. You are putting your market in a position where before you enter the market, you're understanding what kind of product you are going to be producing and the people you're going to serve. That's the simple process of market segmentation, dividing your market into different groups in order to meet up with different customers' needs. If you like the podcast, please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.